Bounce Up Central Network. Tune in for shows like Let We Talk to Ting with Sister Jenny every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 p.m. Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Culture Points on Thursdays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 5 p.m. And Fine Point with Fearless Warrior at various showtimes. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, movie watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's We Ting, created for we, by we. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat at bounceup.com. If you have a passion for news, politics, culture, music, sports, technology, and helping your community, we invite you to come join the Bounce Up Central Network family. Come join us. Bounce Up Central Network. We're ready to bounce up to Carnival 2025.
As we prepare for Bounce Up Carnival 2025, we want to make sure that you are also ready with us on the road, in the fets, in the clubs, Calypso, Down Skinner Park, Panyard, Peregrinades, Midnight Rubbers, even the barman, the bawa, what do you call him? The bow, what do you call him again? The barman, not the barman, the stick fighting. Yeah, stick fighting. So, get ready. 2025, we on the road. Bounce Up Carnival. Don't miss it. You dig?
For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, tune in to Culture Point Show Thursdays at 8 p.m. and visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's We Ting, created for we, by we.
Come around with more than 1 or 2 votes. We need the kind of change that's affordable to the rich man or the man that's too broke. TNT, we need a new hope.
If you can look as far as I see, within this great land we call TNT, there's birds and bees, rivers and seas, pretty woman bringing man to their knees. Treasures of this blessed land we always neglect like ISO and pan. I find it so strange the way we arrange. Still this nation don't know how to change. To some change might just mean a new car, could mean less than $1. To most change have this nice scent we usually get from the government. You see, change is something we always say, but every time we change, things remain the same way. Things keep getting worse and worse, so this is what I propose. Let's change the change for a better nation. Change the change for all foundations. Change the change so that we could say that this nation here came from quite down there. I say change the change within the school systems. Stop changing ministers and change what we teach them. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's murders, killings galore, so much gunmen fighting needless war. I can't tell you stay, can't tell you go, cause this still the land we used to know. Homeless, every corner you meet, and they complimented by our dirty streets. Then we wonder why in our sister isle, why they don't like Trinis to come and spend time. Well, you see, it's much more than paving a whole road, and it's greater than fixing a lamp pole. Change is about the whole nation and how we are portrayed when the party done. Who set these standards in my TNT? Really wish somebody here could tell me. It's just the same thing again and again, like we leaders don't use the brain. So change the change within our country. Change the change so the whole world could see. Change the change for better future, so we don't have to depend on our next layer. Say change the change within the society. Otherwise we have a bandit factory. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done a lost faith. They're full of such greed. Oh, Father, I plead, please, Lord, have some mercy on the seas. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and commerce. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. But you see, could put an end to all this foolishness and could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help our leaders to grow and start preparing youths for tomorrow. Don't see change as something timely and start seeing change as your duty. To stop them from hurting one day is we had to point the way. So change the change for better transparency. Change the change for better economy. Change the change so no man one day will take we money and just fly away. I say for young Calypsonians and stop saying culture is in good hands. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. For those who don't know how to arrange or what I might mean by change the change, it means restructure what is regular so that we can have a different culture. From Kaiso, they get solutions, but still they treat us like the stupid ones. They neglecting we repeatedly, constantly insulting our country. But if we change, we'll understand to value each other, and change would mean there's a better future. I hope one day our leaders know through culture and media is how people grow. While they're fighting politically, wasting the nation's time and money, they're paying people for advisory, but like my own it is for free. So change the change for the struggling pan man. Change the change for that old Kaisonian. Change the change for the elderly, so grandma and grandpa could die happy. I said change the change for all opposition, so next time they'll approve legislation. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, good evening, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance. I have a video I'm going to play for you all tonight. I want you to listen to this political leader who is out on the road, and she's saying it that Farley lied. Let me tell you something. Farley, and there's a serious problem with some of these so-called leaders who want to lead people and they're leading them down a wrong road, lying to the membership, lying to the membership, lying to the people who would have voted them. I have a serious problem with that. Taking this video, and then we will go more in depth into what this one of the political leaders in Tobago who had attended a meeting with all the parties when they brought them to the table. Sound familiar, like PSV? But they brought them all to the table. And here's what happened at that meeting. Take it in. Listen to this.
Pleasant good afternoon to Trinidad and Tobago. Yet the Tobago's autonomy bill was not supported by the UNC, which is aligned with the FARLEY Augustine TPP, the Tobago House of Assembly. And I am proud that the Prime Minister called out the childish behavior of the Chief Secretary with the some minutes before the debate or the committee stage. He will send a text message to the Prime Minister. And this is the kind of leadership we're dealing with here in Tobago. And something vexing me, I don't give a rat's behind, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, the Tobago Self-Government Bill, Autonomy Bill, has not been supported by the opposition, which is a voice of the TPP. And mind you, I said a voice of the TPP. You see, the bill and the autonomy for Tobago comes like this. Let me break it down for the small people to understand. You want to open a business and let's say BDU is giving you $10,000, but you want $30,000. But in order for you to actually start, at least you will get at $10,000, but you refuse to take the $10,000 and decide to wait until somebody else comes to give you the $30,000. So let me tell you what you're going to miss. You're going to miss an opportunity of actually starting up a business or having some appliances in the building. You're going to miss an opportunity of, putting your business in the beginning stage. So at least when you go forward in the future, you'll be able to grow. You have missed out on an opportunity of change and an opportunity of development. And I'm going to say this. I am in support of the bill and was always in support of the bill because when Dr. Remy Dillon's Honorable Senator Remy Dillon had the meeting with the four political leaders in Tobago, the deceased Hochoy Charles, Farley Chavez Augustine, at that time he was not Chief Secretary, Ms. Tracy Celestine Davidson, and the leader of the PNM, and also we had Ansel Dennis, who was there from the beginning, the first day, and then he left because he had to go do his duties. We all, and myself as the political leader to Unity of the People, we sat and we discussed in length for 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we went through the whole bill, the bills that were before in terms of the autonomy for Tobago. And we disagreed, agreed, and still, at the end of it, we came up with a list of things that we agree to and a list of things we do not agree to. But everybody's decision at that point was in support of the bill once the changes that we would have submitted were accepted and put into effect. The Honorable Chief Secretary took it upon himself, Farley Augustine took it upon himself that time to do the report and submit it to all of us. But some later on evening, something was sent to us. Then Ms. Tracy Celestine Davidson called me and said, Nicosi, have you seen what Farley sent to the Parliament? I said, no, he sent me something in the email. When I went, it was, and I showed it to her, it was not what he sent to us that he sent to the Parliament, it was something totally different. And She said to me, Nikosi, as a leader of the political leader to Unity of the People, you write about your concerns and the changes that you want and send it to the parliament, which I did. Unity of the People sent it to the parliament, and that is where I had a little falling out with the Minister of Sport, Ms. Shamfa Kajo at that time. And she said that only person who were concerned about Tobago's economy was the PNM, and they received nothing. And I told her, and I messaged her, I made a statement on social media, that is a false lie and a false narrative, because Unity of the People sent in information to the Parliament about the changes that we want to see and what is it we do, and we are also in support of the bill. Now, lo and behold, some years after, the bill has not been passed and not been supported by the UNC, which speaks for the TPP and FARLEY and Augustine administration and the United National Congress, which is themselves. And I'm saying this, we had an opportunity to at least have an autonomy for Tobago, to see a greater pie in the budgetary allocations, to be able to make laws and to make amendments and make policies on behalf of the government of Tobago, to have now, instead of Chief Secretary, Deputy Premier, and to put certain things in place. And yet, we have left that opportunity and let that opportunity slide right out of our hands to go back to where? So what was the consensus of TPP? Was the consensus to wait until the UNC, so-called UNC, the UNC, the National Congress, win election by some vision or something that they have, and the UNC is going to give it to them? Because the UNC was in power then, and they were in power back then, all then, and yet nothing has come to pass. So what, are they going to get into power now and give the autonomy? Because it's going to be the same thing. Because if they do get into power, and we have the PNM and myself and other people who get into power, come there, it's going to be the same long drawn out thing that we're not going to support the bill, and who we don't want to have a majority, this wouldn't vote for that. Come on, people of Tobago, you all need to wake up. We are waking up and going back in circles. We are fed up with the two-party system, the PNM UNC, PNM UNC, PNM UNC, and the TPP for Tobago is not doing anything at all. This administration has rated themselves 7 out of 10, when I believe that they should give themselves 2 out of 10, not even 2, because they will not know any developments in Tobago. There were not any new developments decided beside the ones that they want to put up and everything, and the ones that they closed off from the PNM before. Let us make sense out of nonsense, and I find that we continue going back. So the bill is not passed, they did not support the bill. What next? We're going to go back in all the stages of the committee stages, all this meeting again, and nothing happens. We had an opportunity to start something, and we have failed because we are going back now into a long drawn-out process. And this general election and the THA election is
So you heard it for yourself. There was a consultation, and everybody sat down around the table and everybody agreed on what they're going forward. Who Churchill, before he died, wanted to see this thing come forward, but he died. And here it is. FARLEY writes something totally different. You hear what I say? All the people who attended the meeting stated that FARLEY Augustine took it upon himself to say that he would put together the report and submit the report to Parliament, and then put something different in the report. So you see how people just willfully, maliciously mislead the population, because all of a sudden now you jump up and you put something totally different to what the people and them give you. They give you a document, everybody sat down and give you a document, FARLEY, and you turn around and stab the people and them by playing the politics of saying that they apparently like you ain't going forward unless the UNC gets into office. So you went on the road with the same thing with the trade unions and them, with that same foolishness, but we're not supporting the government unless the UNC in power. So you missed the whole boss. And I said it last night. You had an opportunity and you turned your back on the people of Tobago until if they take down the sign. And Tobago say, I love Tobago. They take down the sign. My God. Let me tell you how Farley and them have mashing up everything in Tobago. But they will say that there's a Harvey boy. They will say all kind of things. They take down the sign. I love Tobago because they say too distracting. Imagine that. Something that you're supposed to have some pride. They take it down. Just like how they take down the bill by telling the opposition don't support it. Because you cannot send something last minute, 8 minutes. So how you want people to go through that 8-page document that you send to them before the parliament starts? How you want them to do that? And then you send him about oil and gas. Oil and gas. You send him about if they find oil in Tobago, we won't be able to get the oil and we won't be able to get part of that money. But you're getting the money. The money is not for Tobago people only. The money is supposed to be distributed to Trinidad and Tobago because one nation. We might be a twin island, but it's one country. And you see, Farley and them going back to this old-time politics where they're trying to divide the nation. It's like you're trying to tell people, some to the Carney, no to the Carney. So now you're trying to tell me, Tobago is Tobago, don't come here to Tobago. But you want people from Trinidad to go over there to spend money and to develop your economy. Because let me be realistic, a lot of the businesses operating in Tobago is people from Trinidad. Let me be real. What you have just done, and I said it last night, and everybody is saying it, and everybody knows, you will pay a political price because you are not a politician. You push the wrong knob. You don't even understand what you just did. And now you're trying to clean it up with foolishness, but oil and deal and this and that, and we won't get royalties. Who told you wouldn't get things? Who told you that? You getting $4-point-something billion. $4-point-something billion, you know, every year. You get more money than anybody else. And still yet enough money that the government didn't say, well, okay, we will put it in your budget, but this will be recurring expenditures. Because the government has also a part to play in Tobago, because certain services are nationalized. They are Trinidad and Tobago. They are not under the THA. And what you have done, you mash up everything because you can't get one stupid thing. But I thought if you build something and you're building a house, you put on your foundation, you put on all the things, and you will want to move in your house. Me know you won't move in your house until you put furniture and all the things in your house. You're the most stupidest general. I never see a more jackass politician than Farley. No, honestly, no. He beat, no, well, a jackass too good for him. A jackass is too good for him. But he was something wrong with you, boy. You missed the bus. You missed the bus entirely in that whole project for Tobago. And now the people and them wondering, well, wait now. So what does mean, Farley? What does it mean? We have to go back to the drawing board. What does it mean? Because all the people asking, what does this mean, Farley? Farley, wait is going on. And don't feel the people not watching Kamala and them, you know. They're watching them because you know what they're saying in the mind? Or you're wicked to the people of Tobago because they didn't support the bill. And you see them 5 MPs who sitting in the parliament, who so-called claim all of a sudden they play the joining up with joining back up and playing the thing with the people. Yeah. They say it has snakes as being balanced. Well, boy, them is the most dangerous snakes in the UNC. The rising sun are the most dangerous snakes. Because you can't tell me 5 oil sat down and joined with Kamala Prasad, Bisesa and them and continued to go down that road with not supporting the bill. And all of a sudden, now, we realize the backlash that come in now. Or you don't know how to support, or you don't know what to do. What you all have done to the people of Tobago, they will never forgive you. Take what I'm telling you. The people of Tobago will never forgive because all that work. You look at how much consultations we had. It's consultation after consultation after consultation after consultation. And you telling me all the people in the chamber, the this, the that, all the heads, all the political heads, everybody. And you had that opportunity. You have a majority. You have a majority, just like Kamala them had a majority. And you throw away the opportunity. Talking as that foolishness, but we didn't want this and we didn't want that. You know why it is always say? So the government come and say, they're giving you a house. But here we reach by the people and the man who say, I don't want this door here now. And I don't want move that window from here and put this window over here. The house done bill. The house done bill. Any adjustments, any changes that you wanted, you can do it. You just had to go back and say, well, you know, well, we want autonomy to make them changes on the own in Tobago. And I am sure that the Prime Minister would have said, well, here what happening. Let me talk to the cabinet. We'll go back to Parliament, we'll talk to them, and we'll get this thing approved for you to make your changes. But what you did, you said, nah, we get one thing, we can't get this. Look, take the whole damn bill and throw it in the dustbin. And you throw away that opportunity. Farley, the people will never forgive you. I told you that. It's better you say, Duke, hold back your party, you know. Because I don't know who's saving you. You had an opportunity, the people and them say, well, they're voting for Farley. They are we boy. They give you an opportunity, they give you a chance. You know if they play with Mark now. They give you a chance, they give you a lot of chance. And what you did to the people was deceive them. You deceived the people of Tobago. You deceived all the people who was on that consultation. You deceived everybody who was there, who participated in the chamber. You lawyers, every single body who came out on all the consultations. And what you did, you said to Helmut Olo, you know, I want the oil and gas money. And because they get that oil and gas money, you say, look, I will take that and throw that in the dustbin. I don't want that. I don't want no part of that. And you follow Kamala Prasad Bisesa. And you praising Kamala for not supporting the bill. You praise Kamala Prasad Bisesa for not supporting the bill. Likewise, the dissidents and them who sitting down in the parliament. the 5 dissidents, the raw ones who stay in a different country but turn back and slaughter the people of Tobago too, because they've joined with you to do evil. Because they're looking at their political life. And you didn't understand that you only have a less than a certain amount of time in your chain. So you didn't understand that. Them fellas and them looking at their political life in Trinidad. But you studying them. There's no guarantee that them coming back. There's no guarantee you will see a seat in the next election. You might lose your own seat and all because the people watching you as they deceive them. What greater, they say, how do they say it, boy? Ungratefulness is worse than witchcraft. And then you want to turn around and use, like what most of them just want to go down this thing, but it's house slave and all them sort of dotations. So you try to use a race card when something has to be wrong with FARLEY. FARLEY, I don't know what to tell you again, And the political leaders and them coming out and talking about you, they are saying what you did. You betrayed the people of Tobago. You betrayed the trust. Because they came and they sat down with you before you was even the chief secretary. So you knew what the people wanted. And I could distinctly remember Hochulcha being part of that. Because he was glad that he was hearing this thing come in. And he wanted it. It's just that God didn't allow him to see what you did to the people of Tobago. Now when you went and when you take down I love Tobago sign, first to tell you, or you have no or you're not even patriotic to your own country in Tobago, boy. None. And I dare anybody to go to Tobago and tell me if you see I love Tobago. The big sign. They take it and they move it. First they tell you they don't love their own country. So you mash up the whole opportunity you get to make sure that Tobago get the opportunity to be self-governed. You mash up that. You're wanting to take down the I love Tobago sign. You mash up that. People getting unemployed. Because if you talk about FARLEY, you're going home. You're mashing up that. Everything you just mashing up. I sorry I didn't have the video. I sorry I don't have the video, boy. I wonder if let me see if I have it. To show you where how this man mashing up the whole of Tobago. You ain't better nothing. You ain't doing nothing. All he hearing is problems in Tobago. Problems in Tobago. Don't talk about the past, yeah. Don't talk about them fellas and them. It's only problems in Tobago. Problems. Or you can't get it right. And we're going into it last year. And we still can't get it right. And the one opportunity will cut a spot you to the top. You say, hey, I don't want to be going no, where's the drill for oil, being any money. So you study in the short term and not the long term, FARLEY. You study in the short term and not the long term. And then you want to turn around and tell people who is house and who is yard So which one you is, Farley? Which one you is? Because if you sell out Tobago like that to the UNC that didn't even support the bill, because they're sitting in Parliament, not you. Them is the ones who singing who sitting in Parliament. And you know, show away the opportunity. Because when you, by you sending that message, like you send a message to the UNC and say, hey, don't support the bill. And they knew for a fact, them in the UNC knew for a fact that you can't send something last minute to make amendments. You can't do that. And the Prime Minister is right, you had the committee stage. You had all kind of stages. It went back, it come forward, it went back. And you just take the opportunity and you throw it away. Because it's all about FARLEY, 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 and not the people. It's all about you. It was never about the people. It was all about you to say that, hey, I'm young and I driving now, I driving in the vehicle and I want lights. Nobody can tell my wife that she had to pay no parking ticket. Nobody can tell my people and them nothing. They go back to Trinidad. Not realizing that it's Trinidad and Tobago. So you don't want nothing in Tobago good. You don't want nothing. I realize you don't want nothing. You get a modernized airport, a big airport, a modernized airport. You have a problem with that. Or you get a whole big house, a whole new branch, or you have a problem with that. You get a whole fire station, or you have a problem with that. Mini hospitals have their twin problems with that. Everything is a problem with you. What have you built, FARLEY Augusto? What have you done, FARLEY Augusto? Up to now, the people still waiting on this so-called what? This foolishness what Duke tell them that he promised them when oil was together. They're still waiting on that money, them gratuity money or what? No, not gratuity. Some kind of money. They're still waiting on that. The fleas that they interfered with, that oil went and interfere with in East Port of Spain, that come up to Tobago and now they're settling and they're biting oil. You ain't have a problem. You ain't have a problem with that. But now you realize when it's coming too close to your home. So you have no, hey, we need to deal with the crime. We need to deal with the crime. But wasn't you all were the same ones that brought up certain elements to Tobago? I'm just asking the question, you know. Because you see, people just forget. But one thing I just always tell them, I don't forget. And it was the same Keefer Jackson was part and parcel. And I will get the clip and I will play it back for you. That was begging oil to pay the people and them who came up from East Port of Spain and then work for oil to campaign. Imagine that, you know. That came and did work for oil in Tobago, you know. I'm telling you, she asked for you to pay the people and them. And then you all of a sudden you say, no, I'm not aligned. I don't align myself with certain elements. But now they're biting on in Tobago. How much murders in Tobago now? Must be about 20-something murders. So you're frightened. You see, when you create a monsters, it has come back to haunt you. Yeah, the same one who's saying everything approved. She was part and parcel of campaigning with all of them. It's nothing new. So they all are the same in one pot. They all the same. They are not about the people's business. They were never about the people's business. Well, I will talk about her so-called this membership thing that people ask when people. I will talk about that in the next one. But we did with FARLEY here tonight. FARLEY, you know, sometimes you know you're gonna have something in your hand. You have the prize. You have it in your hand and you just throw it away. You throw it away. You have all the players. PNM only have one person in Tobago seat. One person. And you, instead of you say, yeah, man, we wanted to be, but you so believe that if you had allowed the bill to pass, it would have made the PNM look good. But it would have made you look good. Because you would have accomplished something that the forefathers, Robinson, everybody who tried to put things in place, you would have looked good, FARLEY. And you so stupid. You go on with them and you throw away that. They turn it in the grave. Robinson and them turning in the grave. Poor Charles turning in the grave. All the past THA leaders turning it, they turn in the vex. Well, I guess the last one, because he's still alive. But the vex, because when it was PNM, when it was UNC bring it did not matter. What mattered was that Tobago getting opportunity to self-govern itself. We go tweak it after. We go fix it after. But you throw away the opportunity. You throw it away. You throw it away. Because when something is not supposed to be yours, when something not supposed to be yours, because you take due party away from him. You take due party away from him and never understood the politics. You didn't understand. You didn't understand the politics. And now Duke sitting back and watching you and laughing at you. Duke sitting and watching you and laughing at you and saying, but look at that. You want power, take power. And when you get power now, look at the foolishness you do. You can hold back for you because you throw away the opportunity. You throw away the opportunity. So now you're back to square one. And now you're saying you're going all over the world. Because you know why? You're going to get somebody in the UNC, them lawyers and them in the UNC, to come now to support you. Because I don't think the chamber head, who's a senior lawyer, will even back you with your foolishness. I don't think he would have back you. Right now, he quiet. The chamber head not even going back here because he said, but what an ass you could be again. And I know you saying to yourself, what an ass I am. I know you saying to yourself that, oh yeah, you so fictitious in launching attacks against Dr. Rowley, against this one, against that one. But you didn't watch your business. You didn't mind in your business, boy. And now everybody watching you, they're laughing at you. And they're saying, well, there's a day, you know. You come in the dance, you get a 4-year term, a 1 term, a 1 term to prove yourself. And you throw it away. That is why when I hear certain people talking about some people old and there's a pensioner and they should go home. That's why I watch him and I say, but wait now, you're disrespectful. Because here it is, those who old, as people claim people to be, would have had more experience in ensuring that the people of Tobago get what they want. They would have been able to work and negotiate properly. And they would have never thrown in the towel and say, I don't want this, I don't want that, and cry like a baby. And then when they realize the foolishness, you're jumping up and talking about. If they find oil in Tobago, we can't get we can't get the royalties, we can't get royalties, we can't share in the royalties of that, but you're sharing in the royalties. Every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago gets a part of that royalties through subsidies, through employment. Unless you become a shareholder and you want to buy shares, no problem. You can invest in NGC, you can invest in flour mill, you can invest in all of them. Buy shares, no problem. But you can't come and talk the foolishness, but so if they find oil in the thing and we can't get a portion and we can't get royalties, so how you gonna determine how much royalties belong to Tobago than Trinidad? Because you have a lot of people from Tobago working in Trinidad. They work in all the Ministry of Finance. They have to come down here, they stay down here, and they work in Trinidad. And they now sit down and they will say, okay, how much money you think Tobago will need on a yearly basis? Unless there's some kind of ghost gang thing going on in Tobago that you feel that, hey, I need to have 10 billion. And when you ask, what did you spend with the 10 billion? Well, I sent 100 and something people on a flight to America. And they were stranded because they didn't have no money to go in a hotel. And I sent another 100 and something people to England to go and sit down and to promote Tobago, but nobody come yet. And I sent another 100, and that's how you only spending money by the 100, sending people on vacation. That's all you doing, FARLEY, sending people on vacation. Up and down all over the place. Under the disguise that you're going and promote tourism for Tobago. And up to now you can't see nobody come. You ain't even buy a boat. You ain't even buy a boat. You ain't even feel all right, but hey, Mr. Prime Minister, we want to get money to buy a boat on we own. You ain't even going into a THA House Assembly and talking these things. You ain't saying nothing about them things. When you see FARLEY in the THA Assembly, you just want to know, we really winning THA to do. We really winning the THA to do. Because nothing is done. And all of a sudden you keep coming back with this foolishness. But we want greater autonomy, we want greater autonomy, we want greater autonomy. But here it is, they get the opportunity. Whether they wanted premiere, whether they didn't want premiere, whether they wanted this or they wanted to call it this, take the damn thing. Because a man come to me and he say, well, Liana, I given you this. This is why I paid for it. I given you that. I will take it. We can work out the details after. Because I don't see part of the details, but we can work out the rest. We can make amendments to it. But I sign on the other line. Hey, yeah, give me that. Give me it. I will take it. But if it is that you want self-governance, was part of that document that you sent, was to state that you wanted to create your own money? Because that's the next argument go coming on. Well, we want to have your own money. So the goalposts will keep shifting. I live in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm supposed to be free to leave one island and come over to the next island because we are one. We are one people. We are not two separate people. We are one people. And if I want to have business here in Trinidad, I can have business in Tobago. And if anybody who's born in Tobago wants to have business in Trinidad, they're free to have business in Trinidad. They're working in Trinidad. We're free to go over to Tobago and work in Tobago. Because we are one country. It's only taking me home. How much you pay to go on the boat? How much you pay to go on a boat? $75. $75. You know how much it costing you to leave from Port of Spain to go down to south? If you hire a car, then charging you $200-$300. Sometimes they charge you $300 just to reach the airport and even from town to the airport. And it's $75 to go to Tobago. $75 by boat. So what Farley coming to tell me? He never earned the position. Farley never earned his position. He stole the party from you. And just the way he do, he stole the soul of the nation from Tobago. He stole it. You never give people an opportunity and a chance to even say, well, yes, thank the Lord we get self-governance. But it was all about Farley. It's all about Farley. And that's why he was going to, he get bad like, you know. Mind you, the boy Duke just saying, no, waiting and laughing at him. Because Duke doesn't know already, he going in the political cemetery. You know, there's some people who are one-hit wonders. Well, that's he. He didn't make a hit. He will just become a wonder. Nobody will never remember him. They will have the worst to say about him. Because you want to talk about the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister. But you are more dictator. You are more dictator. You commit treason within your own party. You cause treason. You commit treason in your own party. You're a dictator in Tobago. If dictator FARLEY, because if FARLEY don't get what he want, FARLEY mashing up the lands. And FARLEY believes that FARLEY operated like a little bully. FARLEY operated as a little bully, trying to feel like he could bully the Prime Minister to act how he wanted him to act. Not realizing that the Prime Minister not going to fall for that foolishness. The Prime Minister not going to take that. The Prime Minister not going to stand up and take that. And then you're talking about relative. What relative? The Prime Minister and FARLEY family? And even if there's family, that's why they tell you blood don't mean family. No? That is why they tell you blood don't mean family. So you're a wicked, you deceive the people. And I don't know how much more to say about you, FARLEY. I don't know how much more to say about you. But I know for a fact that when people go to that poll to vote for you, you know what they'll be saying in the mind? You throw we away. You throw we away. And therefore, they will turn their back. You'll call on them to support you. I know what I'll tell you, but FARLEY, you turn your back on we when we needed you. FARLEY, you turn your back on we when you had the opportunity to support the bill that will give us greater autonomy to self-govern ourselves. You did that. You didn't give me an opportunity to be heard. You moved just like how UNCLS move. Don't support the bill. And you make sure you put all of us, you put my life in jeopardy. Because what you did, I know plenty people get heart attack. Plenty people got heart attacks. Because they said, what FARLEY did to we could never forgive him. Because they never expected that you would have throw them in the bamboo like that. Right now they're crying and they're weeping. They say, oh God, FARLEY, oh God, why are you doing that? FARLEY didn't do that. And that is how the people of Tobago feel at this point in time. FARLEY don't know how to go back. Yeah. FARLEY don't know how to go back to the people to tell them what he did was wrong. He don't know how to go and tell them what he did was wrong. All FARLEY studied was the money. He never studied the people. It was all about the money. Well, Kamala done emasculate a long time. Because from the time you supporting Kamala Prasad, Bisesa and them and the foolishness, You are therefore emasculated as them men and them. Well, I don't even want to go down that road to say that, man. Because, boy, it is a real shame to see that many of these men who supposed to be men to stand up as warriors to the country remove the penis, remove the bolster, and they have now become something else. They have now become something else. They transformed from male to something else. I can't say it's female. Because Kamala have voice so. If Kamala have voice so, then I don't know. Well, Mr. Oval London, he and all of the, you know, if these fellas and them could have come and cloud that boy in the head, they would have cloud him. Because all that work that people put in for you and new generation. You see, people is talking about they want a new generation and they want new fresh breath of air and all this dotishness. And here it is, you're throwing it away as a youth. You throw away the opportunity. So no, you know people gonna think now. We get the youth and them a chance. Just like we get Kamala a chance. Kamala throw it away because she had no plan. Now you come as a youth and we told that you that guide we. Because you that bring this fresh breath of air into the political landscape. And what did you do? You throw it away the same way. Yeah? So you forget your history, where you come from, FARLEY. You forget everything. And you just join the bandwagon. It's about money, 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 with no plan. No plan of action, nothing at all. And this must call for the political cemetery for you. This is a call for the political cemetery because I'm telling you here, they remove the Isle of Tobago, the thing that had some pride. That when you touch down in Tobago, you can say, well, hey, I reach home. You can't see that again. Because they say distracting people. How Isle of Tobago could be distracting? How that could be distracting? I don't understand that. How could something that's supposed to give you that pride in Tobago is distracting? Because I never like Tobago. Or you like your pocket, or you like what you get gain from it, but I don't really like the people of Tobago. Me, I wouldn't go wrong with them if they have the skill set. There are people in Tobago who have skill set. With one nation. I'm not dividing my nation because FARLEY and them want to divide my nation. I'm not going to divide my nation with one people. With Trinbagonians. We are Trinbagonians at the end of the day. Because we have plenty sportsmen that come from Tobago and play with the national team. Because we have one national team. We don't have a Trinidad national team and a Tobago national team. When we go out there to represent the country, we represent as one. But if you want to have a less self-governance and you want to feel okay, you want to do the direction of the future of your country, of Tobago, no problem. No problem. But we're not moving away from the island called Trinidad and Tobago. Well, if they want full separation, well, then that's a different thing. Because what they're watching is the oil. What they're watching is the oil. And I don't know who is the consultants. Because if them is the consultants and they're misguiding you like that, FARLEY, heaven help me. Heaven help us if they're misguiding you like that. Because they don't see, no, they don't see the benefits of having that bill passed. They don't see the benefits. And it was a wicked, vindictive act on what they did to the people of Tobago. It was wicked. But poor governance. Poor governance does lead to chaos and riots. Don't be surprised if you see they run FARLEY Augustine out of the Tobago House of Assembly like a loopy dog and tell them don't come back here. Well, we know that the UNC supporting them, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I want to leave you all with change the change from the senator. And he has earned his rights, yes. He earned his rights. And I want to applaud him. But he's still learning the politics. But he's contributing. And who knows in the future, because he's already in the future, he's leading as a leader in his community. But these are the people who may be very well be the next leaders of tomorrow. And that's why we have to guide them. And they must not jump out themselves and think that they know all, but take guidance. Take guidance and learn. Understand the politics. Because when you don't understand the politics and you don't know how to read the politics properly, you will fall in your own political death trap. And that is what FARLEY Augustine has done. Fall in his own political death trap that he don't even know how to come out. So he will now be the talking point. He will now be the talking point in the whole of Tobago. Because the conversation will be FARLEY betrayed us. FARLEY betrayed us. FARLEY betrayed us. And now he'll be fighting for his political survival. People, tomorrow is Culture Point. We have more and more hits that are coming out for 2025 that we're going to present to you tomorrow night. Stay locked on and listen. And on Friday at 5:30 will be Jenny. We'll be broadcasting Jenny's Tom the Thing from off her Facebook page onto our stream. And remember to like, subscribe. Please like, please subscribe, register on our Bounce Up network. Go to our platform, join the conversation, our 24 hours live chat. After the program is done, we going over there and we continue the discussion on how to try to see if we can get this bill to come back. Because the people of Tobago, they're crying. They're crying. And on Sundays, on this Sunday, we have a nice, I'm not going to light out the bag yet, but we have something very much special. I tell you, it's all parts of Carnival 2025. I mean, all parts of Carnival that we'll be showing you. But this Sunday, you can rock back and you're going to listen. We're going to tease you. We're going to entice you. We up and dance on this Sunday. So look out. And who knows? Fine Point is jump up anyway, anytime. You never know. But you see tomorrow, Culture Point, be locked on. So all the people who was on the live and all who continue to support us and we continue to grow. We want to say thank you for coming on and being a part of this show and many of our other shows that we have and more to come for you. Bounce Up was designed for you and mine. And we want you to be part of our community hub. Remember, this is not my thing. This is our thing. Come in your dancing shoes. Because Sunday, we're going to make you dance. We can you back. So when you're going to jump up and you're going to, yes, wind down low. Come Sunday, 5:30. Oh, remember the time, eh? 5:30. It's an all-inclusive. Walk with your own cooler. Because there's no drink selling. So you have to walk with a cooler. With your ice. Because we're going and fetch. So people, I want to play my open theme song from the Senator. And have a blessed and productive night. Yeah, have a productive night. And see you all tomorrow at 8 o'clock for Culture Point on a Tuesday where we highlight all the brand new music and some Christmas tunes. And if you go to our site, trust me, go to our site, bounceup.com, and see what is happening, the changes, and we are celebrating Christmas in the Carnival with you there. So take it in The senator.
Come around with more than 1 or 2 votes. We need the kind of change that's affordable to the rich man or the man that too broke. T&T, we need a new hope.
If you can look as far as I see, within this great land we call T&T, there's birds and bees, rivers and seas, pretty woman bringing man to their knees. Treasures of this blessed land we always neglect like ISO and pan. I find it so strange the way we arrange. Still this nation don't know how to change. To some change might just mean a new car, could mean less than $1. To most change have this nice scent we usually get from the government. You see, change is something we always say, but every time we change, things remain the same way. Things keep getting worse and worse, so this is what I propose. Let's change the change for a better nation. Change the change for all foundations. Change the change so that we could say that this nation here came from quite down there. I say change the change within the school systems. Stop changing ministers and change what we teach them. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's murders, killings galore, so much gunmen fighting needless war. I can't tell you stay, can't tell you go, cause this still the land we used to know. Homeless, every corner you meet, and they complimented by our dirty streets. Then we wonder why in our sister isle, why they don't like Trinis to come and spend time. Well, you see, it's much more than paving a whole road, and it's greater than fixing a lamp pole. Change is about the whole nation and how we are portrayed when the party done. Who set these standards in my T&T? Really wish somebody here could tell me. It's just the same thing again and again, like we leaders don't use the brain. So change the change within our country. Change the change so the whole world could see. Change the change for better future, so we don't have to depend on our next mayor. I say change the change within the society, otherwise we have a bandit factory. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done lost faith. They're full of such greed. Oh, Father, I plead, please, Lord, have some mercy on the seas. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and commerce. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. But you see, could put an end to all this foolishness and could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help our leaders to grow and start preparing youths for tomorrow. Don't see change as something timely and start seeing change as your duty. To stop them from hurting one day is we have to point the way. So change the change for better transparency. Change for better economy. Change so no man one day will take we money and just fly away. I say for young Calypsonians and stop saying culture is in good hands. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah. For those who don't know how to arrange or what I might mean by change, it means restructure what is regular so that we can have a different culture. From Kaiso, they get solutions, but still they treat us like the stupid ones. They neglecting we repeatedly, constantly insulting our country. But if we change, we'll understand to value each other, and change would mean there's a better future. I hope one day our leaders know through culture and media is how people grow. While they're fighting politically, wasting the nation's time and money, they're paying people for advisory, but like my own it is for free. So change for the struggling pan man. Change for that old Kaisonian. Change for the elderly, so grandma and grandpa could die happy. I said change for all opposition, so next time they'll approve legislation. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah.
Dauntless defenders of good governance. Join host Fearless Warrior and the Dauntless crew every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Tune in each week for enlightening discussions, special guest interviews, on-the-scene coverage of news, political events, and all topics related to good governance. Watch the show live on our Bounce Up Central platform and social media channels, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat on Bounce Up Central. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, TGIF watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's Weeting, created for we, by we. Bounce Up Central Network. Tune in for shows like Let We Talk to Ting with Sister Jenny every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 p.m. Dauntless Defenders of Good Governance, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Culture Points on Thursdays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 5 p.m. And Fine Point with Fearless Warrior at various showtimes. For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, discussion forums, Bounce Up Radio, movie watch parties, and to even bus a mark anonymously, visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's Weeting, created for we, by we. Keep the conversation going, even after the show. Chat in real time on our 24-hour live chat at bounceup.com. If you have a passion for news, politics, culture, music, sports, technology, and helping your community, we invite you to come join the Bounce Up Central Network family. Come join us. Bounce Up Central Network. We're ready to bounce up to Carnival 2025.
As we prepare for Bounce Up Carnival 2025, we want to make sure that you are also ready with us on the road, in the fets, in the clubs, Calypso, Down Skinner Park, Panyard, Peregrinades, midnight robbers, even the barman, the bawa, what do you call him? The bow, what do you call him again? The barman, not the barman, the stick fighting. Yeah, stick fighting. So, get ready. 2025, we on the road. Bounce Up Carnival. Don't miss it. You dig?
For more news, informative content, entertainment, special events, tune in to Culture Point Show Thursdays at 8 p.m. and visit our Bounce Up Central Community Hub, the platform that's We Ting, created for we, by we.